This is my 1992 E36, and in this video I'm going to be talking about a problem I've got with my light switch, which appears to be quite common across the E36 platform as they're getting older. And that is that it does this, that the knob can just rotate all the way around, and therefore potentially you could park up and your lights would do that and you'd drain your battery. The lights work absolutely fine, but I'm going to get this fixed because I don't want my battery dying. So fix for this job is really quite simple. There is one screw that is just up under here, Phillips, and then what happens is this whole unit up the top here pulls out and we can get access to the switch that is broken by removing this knob. And then it's a case of just pulling this out here. Here it comes. There we go. There's a little catch there that I've had this out once already, so I know what happens. And then what we have to do is undo this large cable connector, turning it that way. That's that one. And then there's another electrical connection here, which if we unclip these, that's the control for front and rear fog lights in my car's case. Let's do it that way, so you can see. There we go. And then that unit comes out like this. So when this failed on me originally, which was just a couple of weeks ago, what actually happened was I turned my side lights on like that, and then I couldn't move this in either direction. And that's because the contents of that switch, which is this kind of weird plastic stuff which does the detents, had cracked and broken and was preventing me from then moving the knob any further. As you can see, I've actually removed that. That's what I needed to do to be able to turn my lights off. And it's that, or the missing, that is no longer in it, which means that you can turn it all the way around. In order to get it apart though, whatever mode that yours is broken, what you need to do is just simply pull that switch knob off the front there. So if you grip it firmly, it pulls out like that. And then what we have is a large nut in here. I undid mine previously. It was only finger tight, mine. I know some people may have a different situation. So just undo that. I think it's 21 or 22 mil, that size. And then what that enables you to do is just pull out the switch. And it's this bit that's failed. Unfortunately, the aftermarket supplies replacements. So this one's from Febi Bilstein. This was surprisingly expensive though, at £27 I think I paid. And in fact, I've since subsequently learnt that you could, or I could have 3D printed this broken mess, reinserted it in here, and then effectively replaced it for much lower cost. But I have a new switch, I have an MOT tomorrow. Let's get this swapped over. There we go, here's the new Febi one. Oh, it even comes with a replacement bulb already. That's a nice touch, don't even need to pull this bulb out. And then it should just be a case of swapping it back in. Making sure to align the bulb correctly on the back here, which is just going in that hole there. Nice. Got our nut, put that back on. That is confirmed as a 22 mil. Surprisingly hard to get started. Let's give it a tighten up now. There we go. And then with that in, we should now be able to find the right place for this. Having now installed this new Febi Bilstein switch, I see, however, we have a problem, and it's to do with the little keyway that's here, and it appears that it's in the wrong place. It's either been assembled wrong, or BMW changed it on later cars, because if I put the knob here, it's also much stiffer than the original one to get on, so I won't put it on too far. That obviously looks correct, but that is the limit of the switch. The switch now turns down here. So that feels like that central shaft has been put in incorrectly. and you can't, no matter what you can do, you can't get it to be correct. Effectively, the lights would be on in this position. So if you're desperate, it would work. But since my original switch still kind of works, even though it doesn't lock out properly, I think what I'm going to have to do is send this new switch back and do the 3D print mod on this one to get that original one working. I can't rotate it at the back as well, of course, because the way the housing is where the bulb goes in here, the bulb which is there on this old one, it can only go in one location, so I can't even rotate this around. So for now though, let's reassemble it as it was, and I'll show you how to get it back in the car. Back at the car then, it's a case of reinserting our power lead for the fog lamp switches. So just pop that in, that should click in like that. And then it's just this large connector for the lamps themselves. Let's get that in. So just pulls in and then twist. See if I can show that. There we go. And then because we've got this piece at the bottom here that was catching previously, just put that in first. So slide it up like that and then get it to go through at the top. Bit fiddly, but with a little bit of manipulation it always goes. There we go. In terms of the knob, we just need to get that in. And the bit that was causing a problem earlier is it's got sort of tabs either side on this one here, and this is the knob obviously I'd use on the new switch, and it's that we have to line up. So with this one here, there we go, it's lined up. And if you can see on the dash, as I turn the side lights on, the lights on the dash come on, that's full lights. And then that is the off position. So this is correct and that new one is unfortunately not. Final thing then is just that screw goes in under there, and then that is your light switch changed if, unlike my situation, the switch that you bought is correctly aligned. So there we go, that's the very simple and easy DIY change for headlamp switch in an E36. Not the success I was expecting for my particular car, and in fact, as I mentioned before, I shall send this back and return with that and the 3D printed mod, so I shall do that for a separate video. But hopefully you found that useful and you've got the confidence to do this very simple job. If this video has been helpful, do let me know, send me a like, leave me a comment, and I look forward to coming to you in a new video very soon. Thanks and goodbye.